Hello everyone and welcome, my name is Andrew Cannon to WeKanGame. In the last episode, we finished Cortex Power, and in this episode, we enter the generator room. Now right away, we can see Dr. Neo Cortex on these TV monitors looking at us ever so threateningly, but as you notice, he doesn't have his N on him, and that's because it's believed that that is an earlier character model of Dr. Neo Cortex. So that's a little bit interesting, I thought. It also makes me wonder, did they work on this level earlier than the levels we have to begin the game? Because sometimes I know they have an idea and they start working on those, and this may be one of the first levels they thought of. But this always gives me a little bit of difficulty, but I was able to do it just right. Alright, go past that. Now it's important you don't touch the TV monitors, because if you do, they can electrocute you and cause you to die. Had to spin dash there. Now here I'd like to do a little leap, not too large, because you don't want to overshoot and jump past that. Again, we have the exclamation marks. It actually reminds me of the exclamation marks from Super Mario World when I first played it. I was a huge fan of Super Mario World, so to see that, I always would associate those two, and I know Nintendo and Sony are two different gaming companies, but just, I don't know, it's something I used to associate, but I no longer do as I grew up. Now this is an interesting platform here. What's going to happen is you're going to want to kind of be fast, because if you notice, this has those little hover jets and will fall down. Don't believe me? Just wait. So you don't want to waste too much time, but you want to go back to the main level now. But I don't know, I really like the different changes of perspective in this level, because I don't know, it feels fresh and different, and I like that. But we got the checkpoint right here. Continuing onward. Now, I like to just take a little bit of breathing room, I don't know, to catch my breath, catch my train of thought, and keep moving. Second Tanya ticket. Ticket 2 out of the 3 required. Now here they get a little jerkish with the robots, trying to really trip you up, and as you see, almost missed that, but luckily was able to do it. Now I want to ask you, what do you think of... Oh god, I forgot, we were supposed to spin dash there, but it's okay. We get a second Aku here, and I believe this is the third Tanya ticket, so let us collect that. But as I was saying, what do you think of moving platforms that go up and down? Now, I don't usually try to do these, but I believe this is when they start getting to where you kind of have to complete them to even get the save point. So we did it, and there's Tanya giving us 55% completion and bringing us up to 28 lives. Not bad at all. And we are back in the main level, getting Aku back. Now, what I was saying before we went to the bonus round is, what do you think of platforms that move up and down during platforming games? Personally, I always find them challenging, and I like how they bring you to new heights, but I also think it depends on the platforming game. For instance, sometimes it's a little unnecessary. Now here is where you spin dash to knock out these robots, but we did that beautifully. Now I don't remember, sometimes I'm not sure if there are secrets. There was a secret up there. It was a secret life, so that's sometimes if you think of crate placement and you think what they can hide, that's just a little cool thing to think of. And that's something I learned in Crash, where they hide secrets. I think everyone has that game that kind of opened their eyes to like, ooh, maybe there's a secret here or something. So Crash was kind of that game for me. And as I mentioned, this is one of my earliest 3D platforming game experiences. The first ever being Spyro, actually. I've never owned a Nintendo 64 until much later in life. But we're here to play Crash Bandicoot, and I have to say, playing back through Crash 1 really gives me, whew, that was close, an appreciation for him not only as a character, but his games. Because there's something I've kind of... I don't know. I lost my train of thought there. Sorry about that. I had a point, but I got lost where I was going with it. I usually try to avoid that. But here, this is interesting because it's just kind of stairs. It's always what I used to refer to it as. So this section, I'm not going to lie, I'm glad I had Aku. Because that always, I can never seem to quite get that. I know what I need to do and I can do it, but I don't know, sometimes I just Can't seem to get it. Now this, when I was younger, I always referred it to the jump rope section because you kind of had to actively jump forward, and it was really, it's kind of bizarre, especially on these spots, to get the timing for it just right. But here's something really cool. You can see on the door it says CEO Pinstripelli Potorotti, I believe. Pinstripelli Potorotti. And it says CEO, and that's never explained in the game. But with that, we're going to move onwards to the end of the level. Crash does his little cheer in the air, and we are awarded with perfect. And do we get a clear gem? We do not. We get a new colored gem, and that is the orange gem. We hear the ba-da-ba, and we continue onwards through Crash Bandicoot. Alright, and that was the generator room. And in the next episode, we will be heading to the level Toxic Waste. Let me know what you think of platforms that move up and down in platforming games. I'm really curious to what you have to say. Let me know what you think of elevation changes. But that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for your time. And as always, I hope you have a great day.